Like, my mom didn't like me at all. I just knew she didn't like me. My mom didn't like me. My mom didn't like men. My mom didn't like me. My mom just looked at me and just saw like, look at this piece of shit. What am I gonna do with him? My mom didn't like men. So my mom didn't like me. She didn't like me. My mom hated my guts, Tracy. Yeah, my mom fucking hated me as a kid. My mom didn't like me. I was like, my mom didn't like me. So my mom didn't like me. Yeah, my mom didn't like me. My mom hated my guts. My mom hated my guts.
It's easy to see why Ray's mother hated him. She wanted a son. What she got was Raymond.
Hey! 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 I thought it was squashed! What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, punks? Use the promo code ROCKB for my sold-out hot sauce.
Check out my new whiskey. My friend gave it to me.
Jim Gaffigan gave me whiskey. I know Jim Gaffigan. I was on his WTBS show. He does my show at the Stand.
I swear I was in it, even though it's not on IMDb. I'm setting it up.
I have no actual video proof of it.
I promise I was in it. Here's a screenshot.
I said it was squashed. You said it was squashed.
It's squashed.
It's squashed. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ray Duh-Vito show. I'm the Mud Shark. Joining me is Dr. Cello.
Yeah, thanks, bro, for having me on. It's an honor to be with the General.
Listen, if I'm going to bring on a Ray expert, a guy who knows Ray, it's going to be you. And since Rankin Sheckler is a mysterious figure, we got to keep it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm a good source of information when it comes to him. And then, you know what? Actually, I love the new intro song, but the first time I was on Ray Duh-Vito show was January 5th or 6th. It was early in this year when we were sniping them. And you had another wacky song. What happened to the old one?
I don't remember.
I'll clip it for you and maybe you can resource it.
Yeah.
That was a great one too.
It might have, you know what, it might have been copyrighted.
Okay. So
I think maybe that's what happened. I don't remember, but yeah, just clip it and send it. Send it over. Send it over. This is episode 9, and I got to tell you, I got a lot of good feedback from the last episode we did. I said, you know what? Let's go all in. Let's talk about Ray. I mean, Ray needs to be talked about. He loves the attention. He loves the exposure. So let's give it to him.
We're picking up a pen.
We're picking up pens, Ray. I got plenty of pens. Lots of them. Here we look at that. Pen, pen, pen. We're writing down. We're writing jokes. Tell a joke. So right out of the gate, as you know, Ray is forcing his way onto another show, Dabblecon 2. You familiar?
Yeah, I've heard.
So let's look at the history. Ray forced himself onto Pottstown, got there, pouted, did under his time, didn't do any material, left the stage early, bitched and complained when he got there. He didn't have a place to stay. Completely ungrateful.
Stole 2 cheeseburgers.
Stole 2 cheeseburgers, yeah. Forced Teamster Tim to stay in his home, or I'm sorry, his hotel. And first of all, he forced his way onto the Shuli network by using Bob Levy, because Bob Levy tries to help people out. And it just didn't, it wasn't a good fit. Leaves the Shuli network in the dust, completely in the dust, just blows them off, leaves them, gives them no notice. From there, let's start from the beginning of that. He forced his way onto the WATP event in Detroit, where he had his fallout with Ari Jane.
Massive backfire on that. Which led to the fallout with Mr. and Mrs. Kill Everything.
Which led to that fallout, and that's a burned bridge right there. Burned bridge with Ari Jane, regardless of what he says. And he got to the event. He wasn't booked. He called it his work event, according to his rant. Proceeded to eat all the pizza backstage, drink all the beer, according to Carl. And I don't believe Carl on a lot of things, but I do believe him on that, because I've seen Ray in action in green rooms, at Gas Digital. I know how he operates. So now we're going to Dabblecon 2, and Ray's just not invited, and he's not getting the hint. Have you seen this?
Yeah, and you can even call it interim ways Hackamania.
Hackamania.
An event where I don't know how he got onto it. He didn't force himself. They seemed like he was genuinely wanted and the most popular person there. But ultimately it backfired because he came out of it with so much ego about how he's the best and the greatest, and he pissed off a bunch of close friends in that process. So it backfired on him. He uploaded the stand-up set that he said was the greatest thing ever, and telling everyone, I told you I don't suck at this. He uploaded that to his YouTube twice, and then realized like all the comments were like there's not one funny thing in this whole thing. They're all just laughing at like how nonsensical and weird it is. And so he took it down off his YouTube, of course, and finally got the hint after like a week or two of coming out of that haze or fog of like, it was the greatest. Now he doesn't talk about it anymore.
First he uploaded it to Patreon because he thought that was going to get him some Patreons. Like, this set, you're going to want to see it. It's been at a halt at $169, $64, I think, for months. And oh yeah, Jeff Closer in the chat says 3 standing ovations. He got 3 of them.
I heard it was 4 today.
Is that we're up to 4?
It goes up every 10 days. He has another standing ovation.
Well, it started out at 1.5 because he came out to a standing O, and then I guess he got a half one when he did some more. He went back to Dabbleverse jokes, and now it's 3 standing O's.
Right.
So now he's going to Dabblecon 2, not invited, and he's not getting the hint. I have these videos to prove it. This is the first one. This is from Franklin Scheckler's Twitter. Well, actually, this is from Ray forcing, because he sends the link to everybody. He goes, here's the link. And Carl gives him these pity shows every 3 months. He'll go on Ray's stream every 3 months. So here's Ray talking to Carl about Dabblecon coming up.
I'm just a wallflower, but I'm going to try to go.
We are not doing a stand-up portion this year.
And like I said, Obnoxious John wants me there, so I'm planning on being there.
All right, buddy. I'll put you on the list.
So Carl pretty much just said, we're not doing a stand-up show, Ray. You're not invited. And I rarely defend Carl. And he doesn't get the hint there. He's like, well, Obnoxious John wants me there, so I'm coming. And he's just...
I think it's just Obnoxious John wants him to drive him there because,
they both live in Cleveland.
Yeah, and that's what happened with the Detroit thing. He just drove him there. So he's just like, yeah, we want you there. Just drive me.
So, but Carl pretty much said, we're not doing stand-up, Ray, and he doesn't do Stuttering John material. In fact, he goes on Stuttering John's show, and he doesn't get the hint. He's like, well, and he just basically tells Carl, well, Obnoxious John wants me there. Instead of Carl causing a problem, or he goes, all right, buddy, we'll put you on the list. You could watch the show. And I don't know about you, but me as a performer, I'm not, okay, let's take Skankfest. It's in Vegas. I haven't done the one in Vegas. I'm not flying to Vegas to watch. I want to be on the show. I'm a performer. And I want to be booked. I'm not going to force my way onto the show. That's how desperate he is for attention. He wants to go so people will recognize him and give him things. That's the only reason he's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm not even going to hate too much on him wanting to go because it's whatever. It's like there's some people who like him, I guess, or people who know him there. There's some people who don't that are going or whatever. But yeah, that's the thing. I think he's just trying to. He saw what the content provided. 'Cause otherwise, he has nothing to talk about day to day. So that's why he's trying to strum up things in his life to have content to stream every night about. So
I think that, but he also loves the attention from those events. I've been to events where people know who you are and people come up that he loves getting photos taken and, people give him rent. This guy, Jack, who's on my Patreon, good guy, very, very wealthy guy. He flew to Hackamania and he gave Ray $100 just for, the content. So he likes that. He likes when people just give him money. And Jason Bentley's going to be there. So Jason Bentley's going to buy him beer and food. And, he's going to get him an Uber. It's going to, he loves that. He loves being taken care of. That's his daddy.
Well, if you even look back over the last 6 months, it's been an interesting roller coaster ride with the Duke, a.k.a. Stut Joe, and Davinsky. Because if you remember back, Kate and Stuttering John, they started roasting Ray, and that's how that ghost roast thing came along. Yeah,
right.
R.I.P. Meanie.
Yeah.
But it was funny because Stuttering John was and her were put up that picture of him in the neck brace that you always use, and we're laughing about it. And Stuttering John started clowning on him about the crash. Yeah, so that really set Ray onto this whole ghost roast thing. Then somehow it kind of smoothed out. And then remember, he popped on Stuttering John's show again, and Stuttering John was like, well, how come you only sold 6 tickets or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So then there was that. So it's like every couple of weeks, every like month, Ray like remembers he hates Stuttering John and then like somehow forgets and then like likes him again. So it's odd to see.
He did that the same thing with Liam recently. Like he's from what I understand from what Liam said, he's saying Liam asked to come on. Liam's like, no, he said, you want to come on? He like forgot he was mad at him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what happens. He just like forgets, and then that he has like these blood feuds with people. Even like Stevie Lou, he had like some huge beef with, and then you started having him back on, and it's like I don't know, so weird.
Here's another one from Carl. I just showed you the video of Carl saying we're not doing stand up. I'll put you on the list. Like you're just a guest to watch this stuff. So Franklin Scheckler put this on. Follow him on Twitter, FT Scheckler. He put this together and watch him talk to his mom wife here.
Ray Duh-Vito, the hero of Hackamania, where he received a totally genuine standing ovation that was in no way ironic and not at all in mockery of him. Ray's career has taken off like a rocket since that day. He's never been more in demand.
Good luck to whoever has to explain all this to Ray.
Well,
Ray
it's
Ray
too
asked
late.
me if he could be part of Dabblecon.
Yeah.
Do you think I can come on a show? It's like, you're not paying attention to anything. We're talking about Stuttering John. You don't know anything about any of this stuff.
I
Like,
know.
why would you be a part of that?
An imbecile. That's the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
So yeah, he doesn't do Stuttering John material. And today on Bob's show, somebody sent him this super chat, and I don't. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I don't follow Bob's show. It's not out of disrespect. I got things to do. I pay attention, unlike Ray. So this came up on Bob's show. I don't know if you saw this.
Ray Duh-Vito blows. Guess who's coming to Dabbleverse? The guy that wasn't invited. Is this insane? Is this insane? That why would you go after all the stuff that you cause when you go places? Why would you come to something? What do you think? We're gonna sit down and have a conversation with everybody? Nobody has time for that. We're working, motherfucker.
Don't spoil everybody's time.
Don't spoil everybody's time. Thank you. Thank you.
So the big,
Gina
yeah. So,
Levy is dope because she did some voiceover for Scheckler, so I got to give.
oh
her
really?
props. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Same with Bobina, and Ari Jane's done some voiceover on some of Scheckler's films too. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
great. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. But like the main players there, they don't want him there. They legitimately don't. They're like, no, Ray, you're not a part of this. But Ray is forcing himself yet again on an event nobody wants. He's not even booked. The AC event, I forgot about that. The one we just did. He went there and he really wasn't invited. He just goes there for no reason. There was no show. He just went. He just has to be noticed and he has to be around these people. It's crazy.
And the playbook's always the same. Like if he was really just upfront and being like, dude, I'm gonna go as a fan. I don't care if people book me or not. I want to be part of this and do all this. It's always the same. He's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go unless I get a higher paying gig. We'll see. But of course, like there's no higher paying gig. And even if it's a no paying gig, he'll just go because yeah, it's happened now. What if you count the 2 ACs, Pottstown, Detroit, we're coming up on 5-6 times this has happened now, so it's great.
Yeah, but he's like a higher paying gig. You're not getting paid, so anything's. If I gave him $5 to come to my house in Tampa, that's a higher paying gig.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. Like it's just like he really is going there for handouts and freebies. It's maddening because he just drains this audience for everything, and it's just like, dude, quit. Leave him alone. Leave the audience alone. Leave him alone. You know, you're not providing anything. You're just taking. You know, I don't know. That's where I stand on that.
I love it, man. You know, like I was watching a little of John from Win by Two show today, and he was covering Ray, and he was trying to nail home this point. It's like, Ray, you don't have fans. Everyone's trolling you. I'm probably Ray's only fan. Like I enjoy all the antics that Ray does. And then I'm the one guy he hates more than anyone for some reason. I think it's just because of the Ari Jane thing, like since I yeeted her from him. But like, it's like, I love all of this goofiness that he's up to. So I hope he goes. I hope he goes to Dabblecon. Even if they don't want him, it's like I'm not going to be there, so I can hear through all the stories through his eyes, and it'll be funny.
Who's the one Clipper who's like a news guy? Will Heron, what's his name?
Yeah, Will Heron. TV's Will Heron. We're doing a show tonight. Me and him. I co-host a live show with him.
What's his YouTube channel? Because I want to pull up a clip that he put together, and I want to give him credit for it.
Absolutely, yeah. TV's Will Heron.
What's his backstory? Why is he a part of this? He seems like a legit dude. Like, why is he doing this?
Well, he works for a news channel down in Lafayette, Louisiana, and then he's an OG internet culture guy. Like he's been following a bunch of different subculture. Like I think he's into he's friends with like Ethan Ralph and Dick Masterson, and then he started following the Dabbleverse, I guess through Carl or something, and then now he's just doing a little bit of critique, but a lot of clipping. And he put up that Ray thing, and he wants to discuss. He's been doing a lot of stuff.
I'm trying to find that Ray clip right now. I just pulled it up and I actually X'd out of it. I mean, do you know his YouTube channel offhand?
Yeah, I think it's TV's_ Will Heron. I can put it in the private chat too if you want to.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great. And in the meantime, if you're just joining us, hit subscribe, hit like. This is bonus content. I already did a show today. I wasn't going to do one, but I want to give a shout out to Stu John, who sent me a Venmo today for $25. He heard me on MLC yesterday. He goes, "This is for chicken noodle soup and cold medicine." And I did that, Stu John. I went and got cold medicine and chicken noodle soup. And I got to tell you, I feel a lot better today. I feel a little bit more energized. I've had a cold for 2 weeks. So thank you very much. I went ahead and did that. That's why I love this audience. You guys really, really do care. And, you wanted me to get cold medicine. I got cold medicine. I didn't take that money and go buy Jordans or a throwback jersey. I went and got cold medicine so I can provide more content. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. We're providing content. And I pull this up, Chow, of your you're here and why the audience is getting bigger.
The which one? Excuse me.
I said, while you're here and I'm pulling this up, give your plugs so we get those while the audience is hot.
Yeah. So actually leading into Will Heron, check me out tonight with Will, late night tonight. I don't know if we're going on to like 10 or 11 Eastern or 11 or 12 Eastern, late night. We're going to be doing a live stream. We're going to be covering some of the Ricada, some of the Imholt, some of the Ray stuff. Our show is kind of like he clips up, he plays stuff for me, and I kind of react to it because I don't follow a lot of the same stuff. So, I don't know. It's just another live show.
Is he on his channel?
Yeah, on his channel, which is Will Heron, or TV's Will Heron.
All right, before we get to the clip, I want to give a shout out. Jeff Closer, your moderator tonight, one of them. We also have our man Bill from Jersey in here. He just gifted 5 memberships. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm hard.
Show me the money! I'm so excited!
So thank you, Jeff, for gifting 5. Jeff's a good guy. He's in it to win it. I gotta love his thing. We got Roy here, Roy Cohn, $1.99. Who is this Wisco weirdo? Is he talking about me?
No, I think he's talking about me. It's Mega G here.
This is Chow, motherfuckers. I like his work. I work closely with him when it comes to Ray. He's a guy I check in with, and he gives me information. And if I have something that I'm not sure about, he fact checks it, and it always checks out. He's one of my sources. Edgar says the Shark and Dr. Destroying BYB. Oh, is BYB on right now? I don't know. Do you know?
BYB with Quadfather?
Yeah,
I have no idea. I don't know when they stream.
I get full disclosure. I don't know when a lot of these shows stream. So I know the only thing I know, Uncle Rico's on. That's a big show over there. Danny Thomas, real talk, Chad. What do you think of Carl's mom wife? Pancake flapjacks look like bear. Those puppies look saggy. Ooh. I didn't really look at her boobs, but I'm pretty sure with her being, 10 years older than Carl, she can't have a period. That's just a fact check. To quote John. Danny Thomas, hey, Chow. Remember when Ray was telling the entire Dabbleverse, you Me Too'd that Ari Jane lady? I don't believe it, but what exactly happened, Chow?
Yeah, I mean, he recently said the same thing about Liam and the same thing about Franklin Shackler. That's just his cope. Me and Ari are fine. We talk. She just DM'd me the other day. She's shutting down some avenues of communication to this Dabbleverse world now, finally. But yeah, Ray was just coping and seething with the fact that me and Ari started doing a show, and he got super pissed about it. And I don't know, man. He just made it up because he felt bad for himself. And then he got called on it. Ari went on MLC and they asked him about it. And Ari was like, yeah, no, me and Chow are cool. We're still cool. We talk all the time. So yeah, it's just another one of Ray's compulsive lies.
It seems like I'm not trying to start a war with John, but it seems like John and Ray have a lot of things in common in the sense that if a girl slights them in the slightest, they go full nuclear. I mean, can you see that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so if you even tweet something that Ray finds offensive, he'll DM you question marks and be like, wait, what's this? I need what or if he sees you super chatting in someone else's thing that's a slight to him and he thinks he's on your team or whatever, even if it's just a joke, he'll DM you and be like, hey, I thought we were cool. This is not cool. All that type of shit. So yeah, he's always telling everyone yeah, you got to have thick skin and all this. And it's dude, he's the most sensitive and holds on to grudges over everything, which is it's crazy because I really didn't do anything to Ray ever. And he thinks he's built up this whole thing of that he's all angry about, which is crazy.
That really actually sparked a memory. Back when Ray and I were sort of talking before COVID, somebody tweeted at me. We saw your buddy Ray Duh-Vito perform tonight, and it was on Twitter. So I wrote back, "Oh, cool. Where?" And they named the venue. I go, "How was it?" And they go, "Well, he forced us to buy a download card." And I go, "Typical Ray." And that's all I said. And it wasn't a quote tweet like Opie and Anthony do. It was at that person. I get a text message 5 minutes later from Ray going, "What the fuck's typical Ray mean?" I go, "I'm just joking, Ray. Relax. Calm down." I go, "Why are you reading my Twitter line? That wasn't to you." He was so upset by that.
No doubt. And that's the thing. Yeah, and he blocked me from everything, which I was fine with. I never had much communicate. A year ago, I went on a show 3-4 times because he asked me to, and it wasn't a big deal. It went well. And but other than that, we didn't have much communications. We didn't even message back and forth all that much. But he blocked me after I went on your show that one night when we sniped him and the
To his roommate.
Yeah, the incident. So
I'll be quiet.
And a lot of that had to do with Ari because I was like, I'm cool with Ari. Me and Ari talk all the time. I sent him a message of Ari DMing me some of her DMs that she had sent me. And then when he saw that, he's like, oh shit. Because at that time, Ari still didn't like him. So he shut it down and started going on a full offensive of being yeah, they only did one show. Yeah, he was weird to her. All this type of stuff.
Right.
Trying to say the message 1,000 times to make it stick. But
right.
Man, it was all. I love that shit. That's the most entertaining aspect of his personality to me. So I love it when he does that.
We got Gustav here from the MLC audience. Look, it's Chow the Mega Douche. Whoa, Chad, you're better. What's your thoughts on that, Chow?
I mean, you're the best. So yeah, you are better, bro. General Mudd is the king of the dab, and I've been an OG fan since day one. So I'll always agree with that, man. You are the best.
Oh, you're the best. Mike Z, everybody. You know him. He's in the place to be. He just gifted 1 membership. Woo! Oh, Ric Flair came up through Minnesota, right? Did you know that?
Yeah. I think a few of those guys did way back in the day. I'm trying to think. Jesse. You
Jesse,
know,
Jesse the Body, the Road
Yeah.
Warriors. They were huge.
yeah. I knew the I think Animal and
Oh, you knew Animal, Hawk and Animal.
yeah, I knew Animal. The one who lived longer, Laurinaitis.
Animal.
The one whose son.
Laurinaitis, his son played for Ohio State.
Yeah, I went to high school with him here. So.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. He
That's
was my
awesome.
football coach, dude. He was huge. He was like short and it was crazy, man.
Who, his son
Like,
or his or Animal?
Animal was my football coach.
Get out of
I was
here.
like in like 5th grade. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm starstruck. I grew up
Yeah.
loving the Road Warriors. They were huge. Did he have his face paint on the whole time?
No, but he still was jacked, man. I think he was still on whatever the supplements that they would take.
Creatine.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's awesome, man. I'm a huge fan of them.
yeah, Stephen M says go Buckeyes. Yeah, he was a stud linebacker at DU.
Yeah, Ohio State. And just like that, Bill from Jersey always comes in the clutch, gifting 5 motherfuckers. That's what I'm talking about. Damn.
So that is why I am better than everyone in the world. Kiss my ass and suck my dick, everyone.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. We're getting to this Duh-Vito clip. I'm just kind of getting through this real quick, if you guys don't mind. It's Cousin It's been a member for 3 months. Thank you so much for being a member. Keep doing what you're doing, Chad. You have their number. What's that? F them all. Sorry, I'm wearing sunglasses at night like Corey Hart. It's hard to see F and I. And we'll go right through these 2 real quick. We got Roy Cohn. Am I correct about being from Wisconsin?
No. No, I'm in Twin Cities now, but I was in Chicago for forever, you know, so I guess they're kind of correct. Like I crossed over it many times, but no, never lived there.
Gustav, who knows everything and everyone, and he's been to every single one of my shows. Vern, what's his name? Vern Gahn trained Flair.
Gahn,
Yeah, Vern Gahn. I see Ric Flair all the fucking time. He lives here in Tampa, so he's like always out and about, floating around. I met him like twice, and I got a photo, but now it's just like you see him, like, oh, cool, there he is, whatever.
I love the Pusha T, What Dreams Are Made Of, where it's like you're talking to the Rolex wearing, kiss stealing, diamond ring wearing.
Oh yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, that's the intro to the Pusha T song, and it just bangs so hard.
Shout out to the Vice TV WCW series that The Rock produced. That's a lot of fun to watch. I'm on episode 3 right now. Danny Thomas is back with $5. Thank you so much. Dr. Chow, did you know your high school coach was accused of what's that?
Pooping
on the face of 2 separate women with Vince McMahon in the 3 ways.
I didn't, but yeah, it wasn't in high school, but just to make a correction, and I know there was some drama with Vince, and Vince is my favorite. He's my favorite GIF that's going. There's so many good.
Comes walking out.
That one. He's got like 100 of them, so like you can just drop them for whatever emotion you have. Vince is like the king of that stuff. So I love Vince, but I'm not a wrestling guy, so like I haven't kept up on the news. I know there was some scandal with him and he had to recuse himself, but I mean, things got wild back in the day. That's all I can say to
Listen,
you.
You're
out there.
You're a fucking billionaire. Like, why are you guys holding people to these Of course they're going to do weird, creepy shit. They're billionaires. They all do. Every one of them. And I'm never shocked. So as you know, Ray went live today with the Asian lady. What's her name? Minji
Ko. Yeah.
So Ray seems to really, really like her as a guest. He always has her on. And he's branching out. He's getting away from the Dabbleverse. He's not a Dabbleverse comedian. He's going to have Bonnie McFarlane. She's supposed to be coming on. Big J's coming back. Shane Gillis, Karen Feehan, Dave Attell. He's getting them all on. And another thing Ray always does is when he talks about like comics that have been, he likes to always remind everyone Mark Norman's been on the podcast. He was on once when they were in the green room of a Funny Bone. Same with Big J. And but he likes to remind everyone they've been on the podcast. So anyways, he's getting big guests. They're all coming, but he seems to be getting the same fucking people over and over. And Ray, being clueless as he is, he decided to go up against Stuttering John, who's taken over my 2 o'clock spot, and Bob Levy and Kevin Brennan. So at
And
one
I gotta give a
point,
shout out to John from Win by 2. He was live today too. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but
I don't know. I didn't know he was.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah, there's a bunch of shit going on today.
Yeah, so and I try to navigate the traffic. I don't want to step on people's toes. I know Rico's on right now, but I also know Ray's probably not going to go live tonight. So I was like, let's give him a little Ray. We want Ray tonight because he already went live this afternoon. But sometimes he'll double up and be like, we're going to go live at 10 punks again, and then he'll talk about the same shit over and over. So he has this girl on, and I give a shout out to your boy Will, who you'll be doing a show with at 11 tonight on his channel. He went ahead and clipped this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's Will Heron, TV's Will Heron. And it says he got Duh-Vito by Minji. What's her Minji Ko?
Yeah, Minji Ko.
But this is funny right out of the gate. Of course, Carlos Danger, his best friend, trolling him.
Liam, that's weird, but it's all right. Jimmy, all right, let's cut to the chase, Minji. Will you sleep with Ray? Yes or no? No's the answer. I'm not sleeping with Minji. Minji's not sleeping with me.
Now, why do you think Ray said that?
Well, he was trying to set it up, like hint at it, like the first like 3 or 4 times they were on. He's like, I want to marry you, and like doing all that goofy shit. And then eventually, like she like kind of woke up because like she's not a native English speaker and she doesn't know she's not apprised of the Cleveland slow. So like when she's interacting with Ray at first, she's like, haha, like, and then eventually she kind of like caught on. And at one point when she was on, she was like, wait, you don't actually think like I would hook up with you, right, Ray? And it was like, Ray was like, oh, no, we're friends, like doing all that type of shit. So now like she had already kind of like friend zoned him like 3 or 4 times ago when she was on. And yeah, she's just reinforcing that. No, like
and that's why she did the Dikembe Mutombo like in front of his face.
Yeah, because she like hooks up with, she said on the show, like she only dates like black dudes or something. So, and not like old guys.
Beloved Chatter is in the chat. He said she's already said no 10 times.
yeah, exactly. So it's just a reinforcement. It's no news to Ray.
But he'll keep having her on. So he's cutting this up pretty well, but there's one that's coming up that you got to see.
By the way, the new thing is just because I have a woman on a podcast with me, I'm automatically a simp. Did you not know that?
And you draw this, you drew this to my attention about simp. Explain why Ray hates this.
Well, I don't know why he hates it, but I can trace it back to the whole Ari Jane thing in January, because he started saying that Ari called him a simp and started getting all belligerent and angry. Remember that? But Ari never did call him a simp, for one. I think Quadfather and Lemmy did. And but I think it has to do with like he's got this weird thing where he's like, I only like women who are into me. They have to make the first move. Like,
I remember that.
He doesn't want to be like ever like accused of like chasing a woman or being into a woman, because I think he's just gotten rejected so many times that like he doesn't like that energy, that power dynamic. So to him, like being called a simp is like a super offensive term. Like if I called you a simp, like you were simping to Meanie for a minute there, which you're like, yeah, why not? You were trying to get laid, right? It's not a big deal.
Well, I mean, when a girl's flirting and sending nudes and, I'm like, yeah, I'm interested. Let's see what, and then you find out, you realize like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, all right, this chick's a fucking insane woman.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not that offensive to be called a simp. If you're simping, you got caught simping, whatever he was. And so anyway, partly, I don't even think Ray knows what it means. So anyway, like Beloved Chatter called him a simp the other day, and he basically got all emotional and said, like, if you don't like me, I see what you're posting in other chats. I see you're just doing this for Kevin. If you don't like me, you can go somewhere else.
And guess what? He went somewhere else. He's right here. Beloved Chatter, who's been a member for 14 months, and he's also Ray's moderator. Ray, no, you don't actually think I would have sex with you, do you? Best Minji quote. She turned him down multiple times. That's beautiful.
Well, beloved chatter is like there's some guys who have been in it a long time. Like I stand on the shoulders of giants when it comes to Ray stuff. I'm considered by many because I can articulate and I put out different stuff on him. Sheckler's one of the guys, but beloved chatter's seen a lot of the Ray antics and up close and personal in real life. And then like Peter Sky Parker's another guy who is like an OG in like studying this Ray odd behavior. So, and there's some other people too. So it's not just me like making up any of this stuff. Like people see this stuff and they're like, yeah, there's a bunch of 20 to 50 other people in the chat who know all about it too. So it's like, yeah, exactly. It's all just research, you know. It's a movement.
It is a movement and it's a group effort. And it's right now we're at ground level. Let's continue to build this building and go forward.
If you're on a TV show and a woman's on a TV show with you and you're a man, just because you are a simp. If you're not dating that person in a relationship with them, that automatically makes you one.
So, why is he always doing this with his hands? Like he's always counting. Like I'm curious why he's always doing like that movement.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, like, and then why is he always laughing when he's talking? When it's
it's not
even
funny.
a funny thing. But yeah, this is his attempt to try to turn it into like, oh, well, like he was simping for Mimi the other day, legitimately simping for her, and then Beloved Chatter called him out for it, and he's like, yeah, if you have any chick on your show, then you're a simp. It's like, no, like simping is like a specific thing that you are doing, and Mimi wasn't even on your show, so it doesn't even apply to your fake example. You're trying to like just gaslight and say, oh yeah, it's just because I have a chick on. I'm a simp.
Listen,
No.
if there's any inspiring rappers in this audience, we need "Simpin' Ain't Easy" rap song right now. Get it going. We got that thing. I'll play the shit out of it, and we'll make it a #1 hit on iTunes.
I'll get
There
Lil
you
Mir
go.
on it.
Yeah, so
Get Mir on it, would you?
Yeah.
so everyone is aware about that. Carlos Danger, my moderator, Minji, why would you block Liam on Facebook? He's chipping you. He's chipping you.
And that's another thing Ray does is he picks up these sayings that he hears Kevin say, chipping, and he's a good egg. So, and he like drives him to the ground.
Yeah, and I don't think he's
Go ahead.
not whatever. I think chipping means like you're making like
It's Chipperson, just chipping you.
But I mean, like if we're gonna define it to the common man, it's like you're making a joke about him, right? This isn't a joke.
Yeah,
this
he's
is
just
like
chipping.
clearly Carlos Danger saying, Minji, why did you block Liam on Facebook? It's just a very direct statement.
And he turned it in and he's just chipping him.
Yeah.
And now I want to see, I don't know what she's going to say now, so let's watch.
Blocked him. I unfollowed him.
Oh, you unfollowed him. Oh, all right. How do you know, Carlos Danger, what goes on between Sam Winston, Minji? Why is Ray emailing your ex? Nobody emailed anyone. Minji knew when the guy reached out to me that was in the roast battle, and I told you that. It wasn't a big deal.
What's the backstory on that? Do you know?
Yeah, so so last time Minji was on with Ray, she did this roast battle, and Minji's ex told the guy that she was roast battling, like all this personal stuff about Minji, and she started crying on the show with Ray.
Oh, wow.
And then to open up the show, Ray was like, yeah, your ex-boyfriend and the guy you roasted, they both reached out to me, and that they're cool with it. So he kept saying this to her, and she wasn't talking because basically she's mad at these two guys, like her ex and the guy that roasted her who leaked all of her personal like information. But Ray didn't get that, and he just kept saying, "No, they're cool. They DM'd me. I talked to them. They're cool with it. They're cool. We talked about it. They're cool with it." And it's like she's just like sitting there like not saying anything because she's like, "I don't want to talk about it." And Ray just kept bringing it up like, yeah, they're cool with it. They messaged me. Like, so Ray's been talking with her ex and the guy she roasted against who leak the info. So, but he's so clueless about what's going on. Like he doesn't want this.
And it's not just this. He's gossiping. He gets himself involved in everyone's stuff, everyone's situation. He's constantly putting his hands in there. And it's like, Ray, it's none of your fucking business. Leave it alone. Like even with the Kate Meany Stuttering John stuff, like Kate Meany doesn't like him. I know for a fact she does not like him. But Ray's like, she's my friend. And he's white knighting her. And it's like, Ray, no, she's going to turn on you. It's happening. It already happened. She's never going to come on your show. It's never going to happen.
And I just want to say, I only repeated that thing like so many times because that's what Ray did. Like he just kept repeating it back to her. And she was just like stone faced, like, I don't want to talk about it. And he just kept repeating it. I wasn't like trying to drive home the point. I'm just saying what he did.
No, you're doing what Ray does. And I love it.
I'm surprised though, because I reached out to him and he's like, oh, I didn't know that I was being trolled. So I guess they're doing a bad job. That's what he said.
She's a terrible guest, by the way. just for the record, I have nothing against her as a person, but she sucks. So I don't know why Ray's always trying to get her on. I really don't. Especially now he knows she doesn't want to sleep with him.
Anyone.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll talk about that off air. This is not for, yeah. But yes, it wasn't even, everything was cool. Nobody gave a shit.
And Chow, if you want me to pause, just put your hand up. I will. Like if there's something you want to comment on. All right. This is obviously a fake Anthony Cumia.
Anthony Cumia. This is not the real Anthony Cumia. Minji, are you aware that when Ray finally hits on you and you turn him down, he'll verbally abuse you on his podcast for literally years? Yeah, apparently. This is news to me too.
So he like laughs towards the end, but that's exactly what his reputation is.
No, yeah, I mean,
that's what he did to Ari Jane. That's what he did to Felicia.
Peter Scott Minji, you should give Ray herpes for the.
She has herpes, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
allegedly,
she claims she does.
And then Ray took it down all of a sudden because he doesn't want to offend her.
Well, paint over them. That's what happens. If I get herpes from someone, I'm just going to paint over them.
That's funny, Ray. That's funny.
That is lit. All right, this is not true. Sam Winston.
Wait,
If you sleep on your
oh shit! Come on, man.
Look at that timepiece.
I gotta get an ad blocker.
I know someday, but yeah, no. So Ray, like, this is something I had seen something recently where he was on with Meany like December or January, and he was
Kate Meany.
Yeah, and he had said like, yeah, she just needs to she needs to have thick skin, you know, like can't let anything bother you or like anything like that. And it's basically like ever since that day, like Ray's had the thinnest skin. It was like crazy.
He loves giving out advice he doesn't take himself. Because you know what? He hears other people say it. He copies what everyone does and says, and he just repeats it. I mean, he really repeats what everyone says. He picks up their catchphrases. He just does. Okay, Mark Norman's doing this. I got to do this. So-and-so said this. Joe List said this.
You guys were not supposed to be friends.
Yeah, we're not so. Yeah, Liam was a friend of mine in New York City, but not anymore. Minji, would you make Karate Kid Part 2 with Ray? He will sing Peter Cetera.
Here he comes, gonna sing the song. I haven't even seen this. I bet you any amount of money he sings the guy from Chicago who sings the theme. I Will Fight for Your Honor.
Which is a great song, by the way. I'll sing Peter Cetera songs to anyone. I'll sing it to you, Stallion.
See?
That's how great of a song it is.
Let's go.
I am a man who will
Every time.
fight for your honor. I'll be the hero that you've been dreaming of.
Oh my God.
Beauty forever. Did it all. But
This is terrible.
Johnny Pate number 8, who does not like me. How is that dwelling, Ray?
He always likes to point out the people who likes him. He likes me. That's my buddy. He's a good egg. He doesn't like me.
Hey, ready?
And I love Johnny Payton, by the way.
Yeah, he's dope.
I'm in a house, but thank you for worrying about me.
Yo, pause it for a sec. So when this started, this basement domicile that he's staying in now was going to be for like a couple weeks.
A couple
And
weeks,
now,
right?
yeah, and I think it's coming on like 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere until he's forced to leave.
It's wild, man.
Cousin It just joined us. I'm on my 5th shot and 8th beer. Is that normal? No, it's perfect for this show. If you're smoking weed or drinking, it's the only way to get through it. Okay, I encourage any kind of substance for this. So get high, do what you do.
Smoke weed every day.
Every day.
Northwest can't wait to see KB break down.
Wait, this is a clip, a pause from him.
Fantastic, awesome for him. As he is apparently sniping.
So many enemies at this point is so funny.
Do you think it really, really bothers him that Kevin is trolling him like he is right now? Because that was his biggest meal ticket out of anything he's ever done. I've known Ray for 25 years. I know his credits. That was the biggest audience that he's ever gotten was from Kevin Brennan.
Yeah, and I think it crossed the line of not just like, hey, this is my job and I'm making money from it. He really looked at Kevin as like a hero and a father, and like he would tell every single person, every guest who would come on his show, he'd be like, yeah, I'm friends with Kevin Brennan. I do his show a lot. You know, like he loved being associated with Kevin. That was like his part of his identity. So yeah, it's probably hit him really hard since Kevin woke up to his ways.
Yeah, and part of his identity and the reason why he's even associated with Kevin Brennan was because of me. He asked me to get him on Burning Bridges, and I kind of created that. And it's like little things. Like I brought fucking Melton into this world, like, and it just all backfires. So my new rules don't help out anybody ever again from here on out.
What's up?
You have a lot. I mean, I
And if you can thank Ray for that, by the way.
say enemies, but like frenemies. Liam is fighting.
This is so weird thing. It's a guy that's mad at me just because I went to Vegas. Because I went to Vegas and people liked me. Yeah.
People liked me. I mean, the worst thing people did at that show was giving him a standing O up top, because it's never going to go away in his head. He'll always remember that forever, and he'll talk about it. Like you said, it was from 1.5, and now we're at 3 standing O's. I mean, 6 months from now, it's going to be 5. It's never going to stop, the standing ovations.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
So
I want to get the malware. That's the big one here.
You got standing ovation twice. Yeah.
Zulabeth, my sadistic husband got an early snipe. Don't tell him. Oh, this is
a fake thing for Kevin's wife. So I guess Will's pausing this.
Troll him. I get what they were doing there.
Then why'd you pull it up?
But it's people fighting, people that are mad at Kevin Brennan. So now it's the people in the chat fighting.
Wait, why are they mad at Kevin Brennan?
If that was me, he would have read it.
I'm assuming that name is someone that he knows. So
Ray has no control over a show, right, Chow?
Yeah, and you can tell when he lies, like he touches his forehead and like goes like this under his nose. There's so many tells that he has on his face. So like he obviously knew who that was.
Right.
In the message, and he's like, it's someone Kevin might know. It's like, you know who it is. So, but like you can just tell it's obvious when he lies because he starts doing this and like rubbing his forehead. So,
do you think people like? Because I notice Quadfather hasn't been on in a while. You think he's just like, I don't want to go on Ray's show anymore?
I don't know. I think I saw a couple clips of Ray going on Quadfather's show and them just dumping on him like nonstop. So maybe they turned on him. I don't know.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. I don't follow all that.
I get it. All right, let's get through this.
That was
all right. Bill from
Jersey's
Jersey's
using
coming.
the name of someone he knows, but I'm not. They like to fight dirty. I'm just trying to do jokes. That's all I'm trying to.
Where's the jokes, Ray? I don't see the jokes. Where's the jokes in this whole show?
Is jokes, and then people want to.
He's always talking about jokes, but he's never telling jokes.
Fight dirty. We're just trying to have some fun around here and paint over some people's artwork that are disrespectful to us. Right?
Here comes Bill from Jersey with a good one.
Well,
Good guess.
You're talking to a drama queen, so
Good guess.
I don't know. What to think of.
Yeah. Bill from Jersey. If everyone at Hackamania loves you, why is there 50 people watching? Perry also got a standing on pastime before set. Are you just like Perry? I guess so, Bill from Jersey. I guess I am. See, now this is just people fighting. People are literally. This is
How are they fighting? Like Bill from Jersey just made a good point.
No,
Like, there's
exactly. Perfect.
There's only 50 people watching, and if everyone at Hacky Mania loved him, you know, and Perry got a standing O in Pottstown before he did a set. Is he like Perry? Because, you know, you can both say they have mental brain damage and people like to goof on him. And now he thinks people are fighting and he's just laughing. And you know, he's upset by this, but he's trying to be cool around Minji. He doesn't want this Asian broad to think this is like a troll, or so he's trying to like, this is funny. But meanwhile, if this was me leaving this, he would go, "You're a piece of shit. You were arrested 36 times in one day."
Incredible point posited by head mod Bill from Jersey.
Great tweet to Ray.
Thank you, Bill.
That tweet message.
I just want to do podcasting.
Mhm.
I want to review this too. So Joe Matarese, friend of the show.
Okay.
Joe Matarese was on Kevin's show the other day saying he doesn't want to do a show with Ray because Ray feels like it looks like he wants to be dunked on the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And friend of the show, it's like, yeah, like this is the problem with Ray. Everyone's either like a friend or an enemy, like that have no, like there should be no emotional attachment to, you know, like, this guy's, he's against, you know, it's like Matarese is a friend of the show now. Because what? Because you did his show one time.
No, Matarese quit podcasting after he did a show with Ray. He quit.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
like, I'm done. I doubt that he's texting, and I doubt he'll ever go back on Rock Bottom ever again. Beloved Chatter says, unlike everyone else doing works in the Dabbleverse, Ray and Chad legitimately can't stand each other. It's great to see some authentic hate. No, it's true. Yeah, this is a real thing, man. It's not like he has me blocked on everything. I have his phone number blocked. So this is not like a thing that we're trying to drum up business on. This is like this has become a thing.
Minji, you ever paint with blood and tears?
Definitely. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Azul.
So he keeps pausing this for some reason. Ray, do you like my body? In this picture? Oh, it's a naked photo.
Sam Winston. Minji, would you say if everyone has ever talked to Ray hates him, maybe Ray is the problem? Also to me, or does Ray seem a little scary and angry? This is the...
You know what the sad part is, Chow? Is you don't have to read them. I know Kevin Brennan has made this a thing, like a rule. You have to read them, or you don't have to. Like, there was actually one in here. I just skipped it. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to put that up there. But Ray's so dumb. He's like, Kevin says you have to read them all. And then he looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Well, that's, yeah.
Let's get through this.
I get the fight with Liam.
I guess he's talking about Liam. I don't know.
I mean, like, my 2 cents is that they were supposed to not be friends. And I think because I've seen, sorry, like it tends to.
I wonder why she wants her on all the time.
I think when I first saw Liam on your podcast, you guys just didn't vibe.
No.
And I was like, are they friends or are they like really shitting on each other?
They don't vibe.
You guys were just not friends.
No, he would talk to me offline and be like really nice.
All right, here's Liam.
Let's
watch Liam real quick.
Well, he's here. He's always with. Again, I don't hate Liam. This is Liam. I had him on. It all started. I had him on the podcast the other night, and then he was just here to start a fight. And every time that this Liam guy was on my podcast, it was him. Super.
Where do you stand on Liam, Chow?
On Liam, he's all right. I mean, I think he's been entertaining with Ray to some degree, but yeah, like, were we talking about on here or somewhere else, like how he hated Liam like a week ago and then now he's like loves Liam again? It's like he just forgets or something. I don't know. It's crazy.
Do you think he'll ever love me?
No, I think there's just too much with the competitiveness with you and him. You know,
It's on his side though. It's not on my side. I'm not competitive with him at all. I don't look at. I do look at everything Ray does now, but before I didn't care. I just didn't give a shit. And he draws attention to all this stuff that I do and he does, and that makes me think, okay, well, this is that. And I only want to do things now to drive him nuts. I don't even give a shit. Like I said, the Keith Stubbs guy from Utah offered me another dry bar. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it just to drive Ray crazy. I don't care. It's not going to make me famous. I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's a decent payday. Yeah, I'll do it. It's fun.
Did you hear like a day after that or like 2 days after that, Ray started saying that he got offered another one?
Oh, he did? After I said it?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, someone, and this is like on an episode where he didn't want to use your name. So he's like, yeah, some like other Cleveland comic like said he got offered another dry bar special. Well, everyone gets offered a second one. If you reach a certain amount, then once it goes to this point, then you automatically get offered another one. So I got offered another one too. That's what he said.
Oh, okay. Well, you do get offered another one when Dry Bar gets their money back from the production, and the production's out of the fucking. You're never gonna get unless you get millions and millions of views. I never did. In fact, they didn't release mine to the public. You have to sign up to Dry Bar to watch it, and I suggest you don't save your money. But the guy liked me so much. If you know the guy, if you have like a situation, he just kind of hooked me up. He's like, "Yeah, you're funny. We'll give you another one." But that is true. But Ray didn't hit those qualifications. He only had like 100,000. I mean, you legitimately have to get millions of views in order to get another one, and Ray did not hit that, so he's lying again.
Well,
go ahead.
Speaking of Ray's Dry Bar, I was like checking it out, and there's like, dude, it's crazy. There's like all these like people commenting on it over like the last few days, like millions.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, if you want to pull up his Dry Bar and like.
Actually, can you pull it up and put it, and we can pull on the screen?
Sure.
In the meantime, while you're pulling that up, your boy Will Heron is here. Mud Shark Army. You're going to be doing a show with him tonight at 11 on his channel.
Yes, sir. So follow Will, and if you can't get enough of me, we'll probably be breaking down some. He's got a ton of stuff to break down. So late night.
If I was Ray and I was a host and you said breakdown, I'd be like, breakdown, give it to me. Breakdown. I love Tom Petty. Steve C's here. Earlier, Chow said, I don't know BYB's schedule. Later, it goes into detail about quad/Ray beef that happened on BYB. Can you trust this guy, Chadley? Yes, because I'm sure it was a clip. I watch a lot of clips too, and I don't really pay attention to schedules.
Yeah, I think it was a clip, but no, I've seen BYB show. I just don't know what their schedule is, like what days they're on. But it was Ray, the Orange, Cardiff, the potato dude, and they were like, and Ray was in the middle, and they were like beefing with him. So, and it was definitely a clip. So I don't know. At some point, you guys can go find that. It's hilarious. But it had to do with Sheckler too. I think Will might have clipped it up or something. Or he sent it to me. So maybe we'll talk about that on Will's show if you want to go deeper.
Yeah, let's tease it for Will's show and get people over there to watch the hell's going on with that. Thank you, Steve, for the super chat. And again, this will be up on members only, and you can thank Mike Z and Jeff Closer, Bill from Jersey for gifting memberships today. You guys are the good ones. You guys are the shit. You are the man.
That is why I am better than everyone in the world. Kiss my ass and suck my dick, everyone.
All the new members, all I have to say is welcome to the party, pal. We are partying. It is a hump day. It's Wednesday. It's my second show today. I don't normally like to shove shows down people's throats. I'm not glutton. I don't need to do 4 or 5 hour shows. It's obnoxious. It's too much podcasting. When I listen to podcasts, I want to listen to an hour and a half, possibly. So I don't want to just suck you dry, but I do appreciate all the donations and everything else that comes with it. And we're going to be watching this very shortly. And again, you guys will be on at 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I'll check and I'll say it at the end, but exactly the time. I got this comment section for Dry Bar. Do you want to do this, or do you want to get through the rest of that clip with at the end?
I think I'm going to skip it because that it's extremely boring.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
we might touch on some of that with Will. I don't know, but
Yeah, okay.
we'll try not to repeat, but here I'll throw it up.
Even though Ray repeats, we're not going to repeat. Leo Gunn has been a member for 10 months. Thank you, Leo Gunn. I know you want out of this Dabbleverse shit. Skip my cease and desist earlier, huh? No more super chats for you punks. Hashtag rack me. Hashtag Ray Duh-Vito for life. Did you send? Wait, hold on. Did I skip yours?
Yeah, I know Leo Gunn said he's an official representative for Davinsky, so I don't know. Man, bro.
I didn't see that, dog. Sorry. I really didn't, Leo. I'm not trying to be. In fact, you were the first super chatter. I apologize. I didn't see it. As Ray's chief moderator, I hereby order you to cease and desist. Failure to comply may result in a visit from the I-80 killer when you least expect it, punks. I quit driving I-80 when I got the fuck out of Ohio, so you'll never kill me on I-80, Ray. Never. It's never going to happen. All right, so you pulled this up. Here we go. This is the comment section here, and this is from Ray's Dry Bar.
Yeah, it's Dry Bar Comedy. What's he at now? Still at 145,000, even though he says 150. We can round up. But yeah,
and let me tell you something. That's a lot of views for a video, but not for Dry Bar. It's not. It's like very good, but for Dry Bar, it's not like you hit it out of the park, Ray.
So yeah, if you guys go check out the special, you'll see that there's tons of comments from like these like dudes in the Middle East, and it's all like Ray's hatred for fat people is extreme. Hatred for fat people is obvious. Ray. But yeah, there's like hundreds of them. He scammed people on GoFundMe. And I had nothing to do with this, but someone pointed out to me, and I thought it was like, holy shit, dude. Like, he must be blowing up like in the Middle East or something. Is Dry Bar like popular over there or something? Because it's like,
I don't know. I mean,
Hassan Mustafa, that's a Middle Eastern name.
Yeah, that is a Middle Eastern name. So you could buy comments though, if I'm not mistaken, for videos.
I'm telling you, there's like hundreds of them, bro. And they're all about his GoFundMe and his like disdain for fats.
Yeah, that's not. And I know the good people over at Dry Bar, a lot of them are Mormon and they're church going. So that's not a good, they're going to see these comments and like, let's give this guy another Dry Bar. I don't see that happening.
And they were all done on the same day. So yeah. And then the most recent one is Barry Watson, who's a Tard Hunter. Says Ray recently flashed young boys at the gym. Yeah, so that's the most recent legit one. But then like all these just popped up out of nowhere. So I just found it like pretty crazy.
It's very interesting. It's obviously some trolls doing their thing. This is Jacob Ryan. Thanks for the $2. You need to hammer the point home. He's flat out not unfunny. I think we are. I think we're doing a good job doing it. I don't know. What else do we got to do? I mean, we showed you exhibit A, B, and C, the bloody knife and the gloves. He is not funny. I mean, although Chow does think he's funny, for the record.
Unintentionally funny.
Yeah. Citizen Poppy's been a member for 11 months. Thank you so much. Send Tom Myers the link. This Tom Myers reached out to me and he wants to take Carl down. I never replied because what's his backstory?
Tom, he's a comic. But I think Carl goofed on him a little bit. And then there's another show called Come Town that used to cover him and clown on him. But we've had him on Mirror Musk and Ray's been like trying to start a beef with him for some reason out of nowhere.
I think Ray's trying to get in with WATP and Carl. Like he looks up to Carl. He wants to be on Carl's good side. And I know WATP, they goof on him quite a bit. So I think Ray thinks if he goes up against Tom Myers, that he's going to get some sort of credibility with Carl.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to get him on. He's trying to actually do his own like Ray Duh-Vito show. So he wants to do his own type thing on that. So, but he'd be great for like a point DeVito point or point Ray DeVito or whatever you guys are doing with the show concept. So
yeah, we're supposed to be doing that on Friday. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I think it's a fantastic idea that we go point DeVito point or whatever the fuck it's going to be called, and we can have different guys on like Chow, you, but that's supposed to be Friday. We'll see. I have to remind Kevin. Johnny Chopsticks is here. He says, Chow, why are you bashing Granny in his rehab stint? Whoa.
no, I'm not. I DM'd with him the other day. I don't know. It's probably a fake Chow. There's a whole bunch of people who think it's funny to like talk shit with different accounts, but I talked to that Granny dude's pretty dope. I've had him on with Mir Must too, and we've kept in touch, and yeah, he hit me up about that, and yeah, no, I have all only positive encouragement for him going forward with that.
Oh yeah, I don't know who he is. I just heard of him just through conversation, but if he's in rehab, good for you, man. If he's trying to get his life together, that's nothing wrong with that at all. That's good for you. Good luck to you. On behalf of me and everyone else, no hatred there. Before we leave here tonight, because I don't like to do 4-hour shows, but have you ever seen Ray's sketch that he did with Liz Mealy?
The one with that he wrote and directed.
Yes.
God, what's it called? Play it. Yeah, it's so good. With Brennan's in it, right?
Yeah, he bothered a bunch of people to send in video. They shot it during COVID, and he asked a bunch of people he wrote this, and he's told them the lines. So he bothered Mark Norman, he bothered Brennan, Keith O'Malley from Keith and the Girl to send in these videos.
Ryan Long's in it.
Ryan Long, thinking he's going to get hits. Go ahead.
It's great, and to even give you guys more color on this, yeah, it's Ray fancies himself like a filmmaker of some sorts because he made these little sketches, and his laundromat sketch got in the New York Times.
Yeah, he thinks he's a modern day Woody Allen.
Yeah, and he did the one with the black golf course, which is like just a rip off of like a Chappelle Show one, and so he made these little sketches. Everyone is doing. Z-Man, you did some of those too. Yours are funny though. But you did a bunch of those sketches back in like around 2010 time, like when Chappelle was popping off and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, when I was also in a sketch group that we were like in Second City, so I kind of have that background of doing that. So it wasn't some sort of forced thing. Like I was like a young Ben Stiller, if you will.
Right. And Ray produced and wrote and directed this one, and it's called Mutual Breakup, right?
Mutual Breakup, right?
Yeah, and what's great about it is Ray's never had a breakup because he's never had a girlfriend. So like this is like a fantasy genre film, which is like makes it even funnier. But yeah,
and he has all these like comic like Liz Mealy, who's the lead, his girlfriend, who I'm a friend of hers. She's great. She's a hard worker. She's very nice. She's very sweet. So it's during COVID. We're all coming out of COVID. We're all bored. We're all trying to figure out stuff. And I know how Ray operates. He bothered all these people, and he thought he's like, if I bring in Mark Norman, if I bring in Liz Mealy, if I bring in Ryan Long, it's gonna go viral. Kevin Brennan, because he loved Kevin Brennan. And I'm gonna go ahead and play this. We'll stop and play, but I also added commentary at the bottom. And this is one of the things Ray struck on my channel because I provided my own commentary. As you can see right there at the bottom, it says this sketch stinks, Ray. And I add commentary throughout. So let's play this. Mutual Breakup.
Wow, 5 years, and we're really.
And Ray wrote all of this. There was no ad-libbing from what I hear.
Doing this.
Yeah, I mean, it was mostly good times, and
I wrote Ray took advantage of Liz Mealy's niceness to be in this at the very bottom.
we're still friends.
Yeah, but we got so many mutual friends.
Yeah, but we'll let them know that the breakup was mutual and that they should support both.
I wrote everyone. Everyone in the sketch totally regrets agreeing to it.
Of us.
He's inconsiderate. He's incompetent. He dresses like a 12-year-old. All right. He also has that weird chin thing. So gross. Okay. And then also, have you seen him? Anytime there's a bee around.
Who is this, Chow?
I have no idea who this is, but probably some like comedian. You know who else is in this, by the way? We'll get to it. I'll tell you when to pause. But that Elise chick that's always on his podcast is.
Oh yeah, the other chick that he bothers.
Yeah. He's a coward.
We're both still going to play on your softball team.
Okay. Well, I love you both.
So that was the zinger.
See you Tuesday. Go Tigers.
I don't feel too bad. He's a racist.
All right, this is Carmen Lynn. She's she has a little following.
Not racist.
Last summer, he was singing Juicy by Big.
And I added this at the bottom. Ray used all of his connections for this garbage.
Biggie Smalls, and he didn't sing the N-word, but I know if he had been in his car alone with the windows rolled up, he would have. So
that's such a hack line.
I was gonna say that's a Bert Kreischer said that before.
I've heard a million comics say that line. It's not. This is the hackiest fucking line of all time. And if Bert Kreischer's known for it, it's hacky as fuck.
You can do better than that.
He had no personality.
Yep.
No
so you see that?
The first time we hooked up was on an air.
That was that. That's that Elise chick that he has on.
Oh, okay.
Mattress. Like you have to be charming to convince somebody to do that.
An air mattress?
Yeah, you're right.
Real charming. You can do better.
What's the sex like? I mean, what's it like sleeping with him?
Wet. Just wet all the time.
That's great. That's
Ray likes the fact that I had sex with her. He wants to put that out there. That's hilarious.
perfect. That's all you want.
No, not sexually. Like you sweat a lot, like an abnormal amount of sweat. It was,
and that's Ray's big joke. He's been saying his whole life how much he sweats. Like his whole thing is because he does sweat like a lot, and so he's trying to like do self-deprecation to get people to laugh.
insane.
Oh, that is disgusting. You could do better than him.
You know what? I'm on your side. I'm Team Liz.
But you're
Team
his roommate.
Keith. It's Keith from Keith and the Girl. I wrote
Yeah.
Liz and Keith wish this was off YouTube.
Shout out Keith Malley if you're watching. I know you're into the dab, so you paved the way for it.
He never hooked me
Duh-Vito.
up with a sister like you did. Don't worry, he can still live here.
You're on his lease.
You can do a lot better, Liz. And how about we bang in the back?
Why's he doing a Dice impression?
Well, the best part about it is he did cuck Ray in real life.
That's true.
Yeah,
What is
he stole Ray's quote unquote girlfriend, but more just a friend that was a girl, and then married her.
It seems like he's doing a Keith impression of himself.
Yeah.
I get it, man. She was smart,
All right, this is Michael Harrington. He's a Canadian comic. I know him. He's annoying.
gorgeous, way better than you. Everyone loves her. I'd be bummed too, but I'm here to raise your self-esteem.
Yeah, I'm totally glad you're here.
She's way
Great
more
acting,
attractive
Ray.
than you.
All right, Mark Norman just mailed this in.
He didn't even turn his phone. It's like a different orientation. I guess it's kind of set up as a phone call. So,
And I wrote at the bottom, Mark Norman has never promoted he was in this sketch. You never saw Mark Norman tweet this. And you've seen Mark Norman, if he has friends, if they have a project or a special, he retweets it. I've never saw it. Go to his timeline. You'll never find this sketch.
easy one, easy
What's
one,
that?
2, 3, easy 1, 2, 3 thinks this is just a cameo.
He probably bought this off a Cameo. He probably spent $40 to get this off of Mark
I would-
Norman.
Yeah.
You, I'm sorry to say, do not.
Seriously? I had a bunch of options too. Probably.
The good news is now we can become Eskimo brothers, huh?
Unbelievable.
By the way, I know Mark, he put no effort into that. Zero.
Ray's this is Ray really acting.
I know this is Ray's like, people are going to see me act with Mark Norman and look out. I'm going to get passed at the stand.
He's doing like Meisner technique. He's like, I got to pretend like I just got broken up with.
Yeah.
What are these emotions?
The sketch is so bad.
Hello. Did I lose you? He's a homo.
Dude, you believe Mark actually suggested being Eskimo brother?
And he's hanging out with these comics that sell tickets. So like they're all like just, he's part of the community. He's a New York comic. This is Ryan Long.
Norman? Yeah. I mean, that kind of works in your favor, no? He's level up from you. He's better looking. Is this news to you? Thanks, buddy. I'm dead serious. Dude, do you know how many guys' lives are better because I allowed them to be my Eskimo brother?
Whoa!
Help you, dude. Why are you calling me? I don't even know what. You don't even have my phone anymore. I thought you were calling because I'm trying to sell my bike on Craigslist. Seriously? Wow, dude.
If you want to win her back, I think you should buy her this mountain bike.
I mean, honestly, I think you should just get back out there immediately.
Bad.
You start
Yeah,
dating.
right. Yeah, I'm definitely.
I wrote this right here. It says, Ray tried to get me to retweet this. I refuse. He texted me. He's like, can you please retweet my sketch? And I just didn't answer him. I ghosted him. I have the text if you don't believe me.
Look at his shirt.
No, that's ridiculous.
Stop. No, my friend Camille. Okay, wait, you get off work Thursday at 4:30. Okay.
Who's this whore? I don't even know who she is.
So 5:15, she's meeting you at Herald Park. She just texted me back. Yes.
No,
yes.
Who's this? Oh, this is the big ending.
What happened?
What happened? He couldn't get an erection.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly why she dumped him.
Uh-oh, here comes the zinger. I wrote awful ending to a very bad sketch. Just stop, Ray. Watch this. This is it. This is the zinger.
Hello?
Raymond, what did you do to her? I want grandbabies.
There it is. Yeah. All right, a little something. Bob Bickerstaff. Ignore. Oh my God, that was great.
As you know, I've seen that before. But for all you guys who hadn't, I mean, it's probably one of Ray's most. He's exerted the most energy of any piece of artistic endeavor he's ever done into that, and that's what you get. So
That was a lot of work. Like I will give Ray this, like just calling, texting. Can you send me this video? And I'm sure someone edited it for him, so he had to send that video. So he probably put a lot into that. He wrote it, he directed it. He probably had to help edit. Like he was behind the guy editing it. He's like, can you put music there? Can you put this spot here? So this is like his Wes Anderson short film. This is like his thing that was going to launch him, and it never did.
unfortunately, or fortunately for us, he's in the gutter verse or the mud verse or the hack verse, whatever you call it. So we get to enjoy him and just to ourselves.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 9 in the books. Ryan, we'll leave on this. Jacob Ryan S. says people cheered him at Hackamania as a goof. Yes, we agree with that. Thank you so much for watching the show tonight. This is my second show. The Ray Duh-Vito show is about to blow the fuck up. We got new things coming. Chow's always working. And Chow, again, your plugs, please.
Tonight at 11:15 Eastern, at TV's Will Heron. Just says Will Heron. We're going live. And is Rax off the tracks or is it Aaron? Also, is Ray Duh-Vito crooked as polio is the title of the video. So if you want to watch more Mega G, check that out.
There you are, guys. And if you want to sign up to my Patreon, it's patreon.com/sitdown Zumock. I don't know if you guys heard earlier. We have breaking news. Kate Meany has canceled her membership to my Patreon. It was a sad day. She canceled her $3 tier Patreon. I think it has to do with the fact that I think I called her crazy. Sundance says it was squashed. According to Apocalypse Sun. I got to get that drop. Do you know how I can get that squash drop?
I clipped one. So once when he was on with me and Mir and Ski Mask, it was the four of us. He said squash like 5 times in a row. But it wasn't like an emotional one. He was just like saying squashed a bunch of times.
I forgot who he was talking to when he was saying that. I remember it because I watched it like a million times.
I don't know, man, but yeah, squash is epic, and I love the new Kumia's Cock song, the outro one, where it's like, I thought it was squash.
Yeah. I can't take
So
credit for
good,
that.
man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll try to do one tomorrow. I'm supposed to get a haircut, but maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll do one. But for Dr. Chow, I'm the Mud Shark. Thank you so much for watching the Ray Duh-Vito show tonight. We will see you soon. Bye.